ça c'était assez intéressant. Dans le...
Ça aurait été intéressant. L'image, c'est pas que dans le cinéma.
Mais on peut parler, ça s'entend pas.
Ça aurait été bien que le président soit à nos côtés.
Do you feel that having gone through that experience, coming back here, that gave you...
I mean, it feels like over and over women are expressing themselves or trying to anchor the story into the possibility of a change. Yet here I am speaking as loud as I can and trying to push the door as open as possible. And yet nothing's really happening because of the way the system is being built for years and years. I think there's something about French society that somehow is still anchored into like Moyen Age, you know.
You broke omerta, as they say. How do you think now that things will change in French cinema?
The respect of the author in France is such a thing that it's so part of our society that in the United States, in a way where I've been living for the past 10 years, I feel that it has a different approach to the sort of like sacralization of the author. So I'm hoping that things will change. Will they change? I only believe in actions and not in applauds.
Les gens dans la salle, tout le cinéma français dans son ensemble, à parler, ne plus avoir peur et ne plus rester.
I'm not, you know, idealizing the United States, but I definitely felt that when women, and I was one of them, spoke against Harvey Weinstein, everyone, you know, step by step was there to try to make a change and sort of like not, you know, they didn't try to shut them down. He did, but it didn't work. In this country, I feel that it's not just the men who are the abuser who are trying to shut down the women, it's the society, which for me is bizarre. And obviously it's what I'm fighting, and this is why I found myself talking and talking over again. When I spoke against Harvey Weinstein and when I met with Joan Iluzzi, who was the New York prosecutor at the time, and she asked me if I would be willing to come as a witness, my first reaction was to say, no, I can't, you don't understand, you're going to shoot yourself in the feet because you don't know my childhood. And I was carrying the guilt of my childhood. And that guilt of a victim is something that people need to understand, is that the reason women don't talk for 30 years is not because they talk when it's time to be on the cover of magazine or there's something. When they don't talk for 30 years, it's because they're ashamed. We all have in common this, you know, image of these person who have been present our entire life, who have been on TV, who have been sort of like, you know, another father figure, even though this father figure is, you know, fucked up. Sorry. But, you know, we invest into these images, these people, the ones we see on screens, and one day everything falls apart and everyone has to take the pieces and ask themselves the real questions.